Tarot is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Full disclaimer in the description box. Timestamps included for your convenience. See you in the video. Well, hello my beautiful stars. I hope you're all well. I'm going to break away from the normal traditional way of tarot reading today. And this is in connection with a viewer that posted a comment on a reading that I did about is Doria and Harry working together. And I'll pop the comment for you on screen that the viewer left. But basically what it boiled down to is that she had a dream. And she dreamed of 3 tarot readers that she follows on the channel. And something very profound that was mentioned in the comment, as you will see, is that one of the readers in the comment was our dear, lovely Shanta. And we all know about her absolute devastating loss. And Shanta, I'm sending you love and healing. And that is why I've got this beautiful white crystal on the table here. It is love and healing that I'm sending to you and your hubby and the rest of the family. But this is not what this is about. The viewer wanted to know what this dream could have meant, because when she woke up, she couldn't really remember what was spoken. So, and it's been on my mind. I think she posted that comment about 14, 15 hours ago, something in those lines. And I've been thinking about it, and I've been mulling it over, and I've been putting it out to the universe and to my guides. And I've been trying to figure out what this dream could actually mean. I've written down a couple of notes so I don't forget things. So it's going to be organic, but I might just refer back to my notes as well to make sure that I can not miss anything. Okay? I know this is very different to what I normally do, but I'm sure there's somebody out there, or there's maybe a family member or a viewer or somebody in the community that would like to hear this message. So what I've done is I pulled 3 cards here. Okay, I've pulled 3 cards here. And with these 3 cards, I'll walk you through them and I'll explain the dream through it. And then I will shuffle the deck and I'll see if there's any other messages from the tarot cards. Okay, I'm going to pre-shuffle it so that they can get the energy in it. Okay, so they can get the energy into it. And listen to what we're talking about and what we are seeing. Look what is lying underneath. Holding in of emotions. Emotions. Balanced, calculated emotions. Okay? So that, and there's the King of Cups as well. The ultimate control of emotions. Okay? Also, something very interesting in the comment that the viewer made is that she was specifically asked about her age and how old she is. Okay, and that is something that stood out to me quite a bit. It stood out to me quite a bit, is the fact that she could remember about the age. But let us walk through these cards, and I'm going to put them aside. And then we'll have a look and see what we take from there. Okay. And since it's been, I think, just on or just over a month ago that Shanta had this devastating loss, it has taken this amount of time for this information to come through and for it to connect. And obviously Shanta has been on her mind quite a lot. And sorry, you guys are going to feel a little bit of a rocking rolling here because somebody just came past on a barge. And it's just making us get a little bit of a movement here. But let's continue. When we deeply connect with spiritual guides. Our soul family doesn't just look at the content we post or our subconscious tracks, and our subconscious almost tracks the energy of people we trust. And now I actually just want to go and have a look and see and lift the veil and pull the veil back a little bit, and try and navigate this, and navigate it also through, and taking it very sensitively through Shanta's grief that she personally is healing from. Okay, to understand the dream, I'm going to first start by turning this card, and it's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. It is the hidden realm. It is what is behind the veil. It is the illusions and the delusions we feel. It is the sorrow that we feel. It's almost like the light side and then light breaking through the darkness. And the cloak of the High Priestess is basically water flowing, the washing away of troubles and sorrows, and it could also mean tears. But if you look here on her cross, in the middle there, it almost looks like a dove that's there, and it's a dove of peace. Okay? So that is why I've pulled this High Priestess first. It is trying to reveal something that is hidden behind the veil. It is your subconscious bringing things forward. You are feeling the pain, you're feeling the tears, you are feeling that connection. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull the next card. I'm going to show you the next card. And this is the Three of Pentacles. You look at these three people here. And as she mentioned in her dream, there were three people there. Okay? And to really understand it, she dreamt of three readers sitting together. And it's almost like your mind was calling upon you to call upon your counsel. In the spiritual realm, this card represents alignment, shared purpose, and an absolute community support. And currently, as we know, Shanta is absent from the physical world, hidden away in the darkest, deepest black. Okay? And that is a mother. You see, that's a mother. It's a mother figure. But it's almost telling me that even though she's in her deep sorrows, she is not alone. That there is a feeling of unity and a community around her, flanked by her supporters, flanked by the viewers, and the specific viewer here that passed this comment. And it shows to us that when there was absolute silence, that this viewer felt and couldn't hear and couldn't remember. It is almost telling me that their spirit is being held in protection, and that we don't have to speak words. We just know. We are there in spirit. We are there in guides. Okay? And we need to recognize this beautiful form of the psychic protection. The agony of losing a child is immense and a heavy weight. And this, and the subconscious was allowed to cross over this veil to check in on Shanta and to protect her from that inherent raw details and the immense pain. Words were forgotten because the transmission was purely energetic. It was soul to soul. It wasn't just words, and words weren't just required. Okay. Now, let's have a look here at the last card, the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak, sorrow, sudden separation, feeling betrayed. This card is an emotional landscape of this dream, and it represents the collective grief that has pulled the viewer into the room into the first place. And that explains the core connection of the dream. How old are you? When a sudden death occurs, especially a sudden death of a child, our fundamental understanding of time, age, timelines, the natural order of things, of life, the circles of life, are completely and utterly altered and shattered. A parent's loss of their child is forever marking time by age her child was, and the age they should have been, and the empty milestones left behind. By asking how old are you, the dream was tapping directly into the energy of the Three of Swords. It is the subconscious grappling with the heaviness of existence alongside a fragile life, and then tracking those altered timelines. At the same time, it is a testament of how grief changes us. A person navigating loss to this extent, and it is almost like a mass of ages and eternity in the span of a single month. The question, I think, here of age is a recognition of soul maturity, acknowledging that time is no longer just a straight line, but a deep, heavy ocean we are learning to float in. And what did I say here with the High Priestess? The flowing of water, flowing into the ocean. That heaviness in the heart. Trying to find counsel because we can't understand why this darkness came into our lives. To you, my darling, for this comment, for this question, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your intuitive anchor in this community. And even without realizing it, your spirit is holding a space where the physical world cannot reach. And to everybody that is watching, let this layout of these three cards remind us of how interconnected we truly are. When one part of a circle is hurting, the collective feels that void, and our soul steps up. Our soul steps up to offer quiet, unspoken companionship in the dream state. And this is not because I want to focus on Shanta or whatever, but yes, she's on my mind a lot. Every time I pick up a deck of cards, I think of her. But this viewer's comment was just so profound that I couldn't let go of it. And I think I'm going to turn this deck. I want to see what's underlying. It's been burning my hands. I can literally feel it burning. There is like a tingle in the cards, and it's telling me to turn them around. And I'm going to pull this card. I'm going to turn it around. Hope and healing. The star card. And I just got chills everywhere. There's hope and healing. And this dream is almost telling me that there is hope and there's healing. Take from this dream that you are healing and that Shanta is healing. And for anybody else out there that have lost a loved one, a child, a parent, an animal, job loss, whatever, just know that there's always time for healing. Take time to heal. Take time to work through it. Work through it. Don't look at the loss as something that has been spoiled. If these were seeds on the tree or on the vine, see that loss as a seed being planted to grow into another vine that might be bigger, stronger, and better. And it's to let go. Release. Release. Release the stress. Release the pain. Cry if you need to cry. Laugh when you need to laugh. Because currently, your world does not feel like it is upright. And this ties in with the loss of a child. Because as Shanta always says, it is like carrying something in the womb. It's the loss of a child, of a person, a spouse, a family member, whatever. And you are feeling lost in the world. But you need to move forward. Stay the direction, stay the course. Stay the course. Because ultimately, you are a Nine of Pentacles. You are on the verge of moving to something bigger, happier, and greater. You've accomplished so much in life already. Just remember it. Remember your successes. Remember the joy that they brought you. And this bird is almost telling me, just remember to speak to them. Be it through a spirit animal guide, be it through voices or things you hear or animals you see. They are there. They are giving you your grounding. They are always there with you. They are always there with you. Have you got us one last message here? Have you got one last message for us here? Have you got one last message here for us? There's some good things on the way. There's some unexpected good news on the way. Joy, happiness, legacy. Joy, happiness, and legacy. Remember your loved ones. Remember your family. Cherish them even if they are here, if they're still here on the earth plane. Cherish them more. And remember, you carry their legacy. And this card is also telling me the collective energy is spilling over. And it's bringing joy and happiness. And these very strong walls. This community is a very strong wall with big gates that protect us. But that dream tells us that you were let into the world of 3 readers. 3 again. And there you are, standing in the background because you can't remember exactly what the adults have said. And again, animals. But you know that the growth and everything is there. And there's the partnership. There's the partnership. And here's the gift. And here's new opportunities. New light. So evaluate your timeline. Evaluate things in your life. Because there's been a timeline shift. You are meant for something bigger. There's something new coming. There's something new coming. And don't stay stuck in the past. Come in from the cold. Come in from the cold. Because there's always a home and a community for you. But it takes time. You don't go from, and that card wanted to show itself. You don't go from poverty overnight. It takes time. But it will come. Keep yourself balanced. Keep yourself grounded. Because balance will be returned. And I hope that explains that dream to you. New beginnings, new opportunities. Thank you for the question. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will probably not get the thousands of views that I get like on the other ones, but I just thought I needed to get this message out and bring this message out to the whole collective. I love you all. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.